like a video or a square with me now. Repeat action. Record. Okay, how do you do whiplash again? Right. Hold on. Right foot forward. Like that. Yeah. Why is this not working for me? I'm getting this. I'm getting that. Before it used to be. Oh, okay. There. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Change stance, not flamingo. Yeah, there we go. I believe I used to play Hwoa, you know. My goodness. You'd never know. He used to be my main. I used to be alright with him. Now you'd never know I was ever okay with him. Completely can you not see it? Oh, does that not work no more? You should have an option to like view. Oh, it does work still. Okay. Hold on, let me check. It's not share. It shouldn't be share play. It should be much quicker than that. Go to Let me check. And does it say? What does it say? Start or join session? Does it say one of those things? Yeah, that's true. Okay. So you can see me, yeah? Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. It says GM1. Okay, alright. Okay, right. So what was I trying to show you? That's it. Okay, so his one is yeah. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Right. There we go. Right. Wait for it. No, it needs to come out. Oh, I keep coming up too early. Hold on. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Sorry, my time is a bit off. Yeah, that's a full punish. Yeah. Yeah. So, and there's a lot of stuff like that. Like a guy called Tim showed me that. He's a really good player. One of our best. But yeah, like you said, that you can do that with everyone. Not everyone's, but a lot of people power cross moves. Hold on. Wait. This one. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, if you hit someone with lows, it will stop them. But yeah, yeah, because like I said, the person who showed me this, Tim, he does this consistently. He never messes it up. Like if he makes the read and he sees that you're gonna do it, he gets that every time. Every time. I saw him playing a really high level match against someone, and it was just horrible. Like, he did it clutch. Like, he was about to lose, and he just did that, and they were crying. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's like Hwoarang's thing's still really good. It's not bad at all because you have to see it. Like, you can't just go, oh, you can't look at it come out and then do it. You'll get hit. But yeah, you have to anticipate it. Otherwise, you'll get counter hit like that. Hmm. That's the thing. Like, I wouldn't say stop doing it at all. What I would say is, you need to clock whether the person you're facing can do anything about it. That's what it's about. Because one of the problems I have at the moment is I was so used to playing people who are a lot better than me that when I play and I'm moving, I'm like, oh, I'm just doing jabs and this and whatever. But when you do that stuff, you're really predictable because you're not doing much. You're not giving the opponent much to look at. It's just like, oh yeah, he's gonna come in and do down forward one. He's gonna come in and jab. He's gonna come in and do down four. And the reason why is because every time I'll do this, it would get stepped. Every time I did this, it would get ducked and punished and whatever. So I stopped using certain moves. But not everyone is the same. Not everyone knows the same stuff. Not everyone can stop the same stuff. So if you've got something that's really good, generally, you should always make your opponent make you stop using the move. You should never stop using the move before your opponent's forced you to. So it's like if you've got a power cross move that's really good, like his one for example, you shouldn't not be using that until someone does what I just did to you. If they do that, then you go, okay, yeah. It's like if they do it, you go, yeah. Then it's like, okay, cool. Like I'll use it sparingly, but until that point, rinse it because that is a great. I hate facing Hwoarang players because of it because it's like it's a scary. It's a homing move. It launches. It like eats hits. It's fantastic. Um, it's like one of my problems as well. It's like I barely ever use Hell Sweep ever because I'm just so scared of getting counter hit or it getting blocked. But it's a really good move. I should be using it a lot more. You know, always force the other person to stop you to using the move rather than like just preemptively going, oh, let me not use it because it's bad or it's not good. Mm? Mm. 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 Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yes, yeah, it's that one. Yeah, it's down in three. Yeah, it's that one. You have to go all the way around. Isn't it counter hit that one? If it's on counter hit, it knocks them down. Yeah, yeah, it's on counter hit. Can he combo off it? It looks like he can. It looks like he should be able to get something from that. I'm just trying to think of what pickup he would do to get something off it. But yeah, no, definitely. No, what we're doing, it's not the right way. It's annoying because it looks like he's fully back turned, but he's not. You have to do that. Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can count. You can combo with it. Yeah, because I hit. It'd be a lot easier if I had him as as one player, so I could just keep pressing restart. But let me just. Yeah. Yeah. You need to do. Do you know what? Let me just put him as player one because this is long. Having to do it every time. You need to do you know the pickup, his general pickup down back four into Flamingo to yeah, you can do that. Yeah, I just hit it. Yeah, yeah. No, your Horang's probably way better. Like I said, with me, it's knowledge I still have of stuff. Execution is gone, so I can't do it. I can see it that it will work. But yeah, that's definitely good with Hwoa. He became. I like a lot of the changes, but in the game. Down four. Oh, they made his back four. They made his down forward four his old back four. Because this used to be back four, innit? This used to be back four. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it used to be the second hit of this. It used to be the second hit of that. So the mid used to be the mid straight away, and then the second bit. So I think it's because they gave him this though. It's because it. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I mean, what I'd give advice I'd give for Farhan, because like I said, I did used to play him. He doesn't have inherent keep out tools, but he has some good ones that you can use. The best one they gave him is Spartan Kick, man. That move is incredible. You need to be rinsing that Spartan Kick. This one, you to be rinsing that. That move is amazing. Um, forward four. Yeah, this is why they gave that because this is a this isn't amazing move. It's good to get in. It's good to keep out. It's everything, man. It's life. It's like Jin's forward four. It's a really good move. So that's one of them. Obviously, it's a bit risky because if you can get stepped very easily. Um, but it's all timing. You know, that's why you move. That's why you move back and forward and whatever, because to mess up your timing. But keeper actions. One of his best ones, standing four, because you know his standing four has just got so much. It's got a really weird hitbox. Like you can pick stuff up with it. Yeah, like you know, because his standing four is weird. Like you can do stuff like this with it. Like who else is standing four can do that? Who else can pick up with standing four? That's well. Um. So the range is weird in this game. They've changed it. Like it can miss really easily. Why is it doing that? Okay, but you see that? Yeah. So you see what I'm showing? See, like it picks up off the ground. Mm. Mm. Would it? While standing just normal four. Oh, Tekken Tag 1. Oh, okay. Mm. While running 4. Mm. It should come out afterwards. It's a bit of a delay. Oh, it's still not come yet. Okay. Mm. 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 Wow. I'm not surprised, man. That sounds incredible. That sounds absolutely no. Yeah. That sounds. Yeah. See, there you go. There you go. Picks up. No, it's not that one. Probably. I mean, I won't be able to because my execution before on this is down the toilet. But definitely it's there. It connects properly, so you should be able to do it. No. Yeah. No. Don't rough fight it, man. Yeah. No. Definitely that will work. It's something that catches them coming in. But sorry, back to what you were saying about foreign like and keep out. What you need to be doing, in my experience anyway, is a lot of standing four. His standing four is one of the best standing fours in the game, just because of it covers so much. It's like a mid, even though it's high. You know, it's like yeah, it's like a mid, even though it's high. This is why no other standing four in the game can hit you when you're grounded. None, but his can. Yeah, that's why he can do combos. That used to be my Tekken Tag 2 combo because it was consistent. I used to just dash and then just, I used to do, what is it? I used to do one, I used to do dash one, then 1, 2, 3, and then tag. Because obviously the combos are different in that game. Because you had a tag partner. Um, yeah, I used to do dash while standing 4, 4, 4, 3 into bound, and then tagging the partner. Because it's also 5 hits, so it was like one of his strongest 5-hit fillers. Yeah, it was. You wouldn't do it anymore because you have to do legit Hwoa combos now because it's a single player again. Goodness. Because I like Hwoa a lot, but my main's Jin, and I originally started using Hwoa because I was kind of trying to take the easy route. Not that Hwoa's an easy character, just he's easier to win with against people who don't know him. So it's like if I'm facing someone who doesn't know Hwoa, I can get an easy win. And I used him and Lars, and they were kind of easy mode characters. Whereas with Jin is very, 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 yeah, he's very, very honest. He hasn't really got any high crushing lows. He doesn't have a lot of strings you can abuse. He doesn't have a lot of like he doesn't have a lot of good like strings that have lows in them. So like with most guys like Hwoa, you can do that, and you can pressure someone from safe pressure. Like you can do jabs, which is safe-ish, and then pressure them with a low. A lot of arrow characters can do it. With Jin, he doesn't have any. He doesn't have anything like that. He has what does Jin have? He has this, which is really slow. If you know Jin, then you know that's coming. It's the only move that can come after that shoulder. So, and he has this. That's it. He has no others. He's got this, but it's standing, so you can get counter hit by everything in the game. And he has this, which is really slow and thingy. So it's really, yeah, you have to really, really know what you're doing when you're trying to get damage with lows and stuff like that. So yeah, I ran away from the character at first, and then came back and said, "No, let's do this," and got better. But yeah. Mm. Standing 4 is your main one. That's what I'd say. Standing 4 is like you need to be doing dash standing 4, back dash standing 4, like a lot of standing 4, because standing 4's just got so much range. It's really plus when it hits, and it just keeps people out because it's got so much range. So standing 4, yeah, safe, but I don't know if it's that safe. I wouldn't advise pressing buttons after it. So if it gets blocked, you should be backdashing, not pressing buttons. Probably not stepping either, but because it's also one of those moves where it causes hesitation because it's got extensions. So there's 4-4, 4-4 hold back, 4-4-4 into, so it's got hesitation. So people don't generally attack immediately afterwards. So you've got room, but 4. This move, not this move, I mean back 2. It's a really good move when they try to come up quick. So how did I do what? Do what? Sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep out 4, back 2, Spartan. Yeah, back 2. This move. Sorry, not that. Yeah, the side step punch. I don't know if it's still a counter hit launcher. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's still a counter hit launcher. It's 13 frames as well. So it's like yeah. Oh no, it's not a counter hit launcher anymore. Oh no. Okay. That's upsetting. So what's the point of that move then? Wow. Alright, I don't know about that then. Like, back 2 used to be a counter hit launcher. It used to get crumples done. It's still got evasiveness, but back 2, I use up back 4 as well. This is quite good for when you're spacing and you just want to put it out there. So 4. So you'll see it in a minute, but this kind of sequence. So yeah, when you're doing dash forwards, you have to you can't do forward let then 4. You have to generally let go of the buttons and then press 4 like a neutral. Otherwise, you'll get flamingo stance. But yeah, 4, up back 4, back 2, down forward 1, down forward 1 plus 2. Down forward 1 plus 2 is quite a good one. People forget that he's got a generic down forward 1. It's 13 frames, same as a normal down forward 1. Good range. Forward 1 plus 2 is a good one because this one is still counter hit launcher. What's the other move? What that? Yeah. Isn't it a punish? The keep out. Okay. I guess so. I'm not too sure though because the 4, I mean the 3 comes out really late, so you're likely to get counter hit by quite a lot of stuff. But the 2 is just the general kind of jab. Jabs are good for keep out universally. So because it's a jab, yeah, it's decent, but it's no better necessarily than 1-2. mixing up movement with 1-2s and 2-4s and stuff is always good for keep out. But yeah, no, it's not bad. I get why you'd use it, especially if you missed a jab and you've got like some range to keep him out, like from this range here, which you'll see in a second. But yeah, 4, general 4, up back 4, back 2, down forward 1, down forward 1+2, forward 1+2, and up 3+4. This one's actually really good for keep out as well. Yeah, that's really good for keep out. It catches a lot of people, when you've got it mixed up. And then also obviously Spartan kicks, because yeah, Spartan kicks is just it's great. Yeah, that's good keep out as well. When you're backdashing, if you throw it out, obviously it's safe. It's a counter hit launcher. It's fairly quick. Yeah, it crumples. And oh wow, they've changed it. Yeah, it's now. Before it used to do this kind of stagger animation, and you have to chase it. But that's nice and easy now. Straight counter hit launcher. Nice. Low crush. It means that a high crush means that it goes under highs, and a low crush means that it goes over lows. So let's do this for example. I'm going to put Jin to do this move, which you'll see in a minute. I can't do unblock. I'll just wait for it to come up. Yeah, so you'll see in a minute when it happens. Yeah. Up back 4 is also, yeah, it's a low crush. Yeah, that's a high crush. Yeah. Hwoa doesn't really have many high crushes. He has this, I think. That's one of his main high crushes. Just down back 3. Down 4. Well, down back 3 is a better high crush than that anyway. Oh yeah, back 1 is good for keep out as well. I forgot about that move. Back 1. Yeah. Seriously, it crumples now. Yeah, no, I'd call it a crumple. That's really good. Oh, you can pick up as well. Nice. Wow, it's not crumpling now. What's going on? Oh, it's because I keep missing the first one. Down forward 3 and then the 4. Yeah, I prefer what you used to have, to be honest. Does this catch? This looks like it catches steps, sir. Seriously. No, I won't be able to do it, but yeah. Not exactly. It's generally faster. It launches a lot higher. It's safe. Where the other one, I don't know if the other one's safe. I don't think it is. Um, it also has more tracking. Yeah, the difficult thing with Just Frame Skyrocket, especially on pad, is that you need to hit down, down, forward. You have to hit forward and then down, forward, and you can't press anything else. You can't get an extra down. You can't get extra forward. It has to be diagonally, like diagonal down, forward, like by itself. So if you're playing on pad, that can often be annoying. There's a lot of techniques to do it like fairly consistently, but what go right frame stance? Yeah, but it's not as good. It means you can't use it out of movement. You have to like chain stance and then it's bait. Unfortunately. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Mhm. Yeah. I mean, yeah. hmm So it's really scary, especially because a lot of people don't talk about Farang's wave dash, but he has a good one because, yeah, it's a really good one because people say that he hasn't got lows, but he doesn't really like need them because his jabs immediately put you in mix-ups. Because 1, 2, 3, he's like plus, he's really plus. Like you can't do anything. You're in a mix-up. You have to guess, which is what the purpose of a low out of a wave dash is. It's like if you have a low, it's good because you make your opponent guess. If with Hwoarang, he has jab mix-ups, so that's the same thing anyway. Um, so, oh, yeah, so his wave dash is really good. But yeah, if you can see this the back dash I'm doing, yeah, with Hwoarang. hmm This is nowhere near as far as the ones in Tekken and Type 2 though. Nowhere near as far. It's like half of one. That's what I'm saying. It's changed a lot. It's changed a what the backdash is. Um, it's annoying practice, you know. Yeah, it's once you get the timing down. For me, it was always a thing of I would do my backdashes, I'd feel happy, and then I would face someone whose backdashes made mine look like complete garbage. Um, so I'd say start off with just doing it nice and safe. So just back, back, down, back, 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 down, back. This type of speed one, and then just try and like make it faster. But it shouldn't. What I'd say is it should not be hurting your hand. If it's hurting your hand, you're not doing it right. Like because that's what I used to do. I used to keep doing it and like if you're doing it too fast, you're not blocking. If you're doing it too fast, you're just moving, and it means you get hit out of your backdash all the time. A trick I would say is it should feel like a circular motion. It should feel like your hand is completely going in a circle all the time without stopping. Not a really fast circle, but it should be moving in a circular motion consistently without stopping when you're doing it. That's what it should feel like. Quarter circle, but yeah, one, yeah, 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 pretty much, yeah. But you start off with back back first, right? Yeah, back back. This is what obviously right now it's still not there. I need to train it, but the back back first is really important because a lot of people get caught up in this whole oh yeah I need to move around really fast. The main thing you need to do is make sure you don't get hit. So back. If you press back back without holding back, you're vulnerable. You're not blocking. It's only when you press back back and you hold that back when you block. So if you look at it normally, back back, and then they start walking back, back back, and then they start walking back. So it's like back back, and then you do down back. So it's back back, then down back, then back. So it's like you make sure your first dash is safe. So you make sure your first dash is safe, and then you start moving backwards. There's no point doing this immediately because it means you're going to get hit. It means if you're in range and they throw a move out, you're probably going to get launched. So yeah, so guys who are really good at the game are just fantastic at doing back and then dashing really quickly afterwards. And like that's why it always looks like they're safe. Like even they never get hit when they're moving backwards because their dashes are so clean. But the blocks are always just perfectly timed, and they're reacting. Whereas most people you'll see, mine still at the moment at the level that now, it just looks good. It's not actually safe. It's just a lot of unsafe movement in it. What you want is you want to make sure that first dash is completely safe, and then after that, then go for speed. Yeah. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's just experience thing, man. Just playing. 'Cause I haven't been playing for like ages. It's just I put a lot of effort into movement because I think it's really important for me anyway. Like my friends are always like, "Oh, you're always moving about. You're always moving about." But no, I think it's really important. Uh, I want to be able to control my character and where he is on the screen all the time, and be able to sidestep when I want and forward dash when I want, and yeah. But hmm mm. How do you play this that? Mm. Mm. Yeah. No, I mean that's the same with all movement. To be honest, man, like that's one of the things that I'm always trying to, like. So you know, most matches you'll see in a minute because there's like you'll see two people playing and they're all the way over here. You'll see in a minute, and they're just back dashing and forward dashing. It's like none of you are in range. None of you can get hit right now because you're out of range. It's just for show. You're not really confusing anyone. You're just doing it because it makes it look like you're playing the game properly when you're just pressing buttons. um, that happens a lot of crazy stuff. The art of it and it working is when you're inside the range of your opponent, and then you're just doing it and you're darting in and out of the range of your opponent perfectly, like so you know exactly where they can hit you, and you're trying to tempt them into pressing the button, which is why with a lot of good players you won't see them leave like this kind of range 1.5, range 2 range. They'll always be here because they want to get in and out of the person's range. But because for most of us, including myself, we're scared of getting hit, we're doing it over here somewhere where it's useless. Like there's no point backdashing. You're gonna make them miss stuff, but you're gonna be so far away that you can't punish it. And then if anything, you're gonna get caught counter hit coming in trying to punish it. So like yeah, you'll be all the way out here somewhere. They'll whiff. You're running like, oh, they whiffed on reaction, and they'll throw another move out, and you'll get hit. They'll throw a hot kick out or something, and it's really frustrating. But if you were closer and your backdash, like this is the thing, you don't want your opponent just to miss. You want your movement to be the reason why they missed. You want it to be that if not for you backdashing, it would have hit. It would have been a block. But because of your backdash, it's whiffed. When that happens, you're so close that you can do all your whiff punish options clean. Like you can do back 3, down forward 2, all of them. But when you're over here somewhere and you're just like, oh, I just hope they whiff. They do something. It's true, we all do it. Like it's like, I hope they whiff something. And unless they've done a really bad whiff where it takes forever for them to recover, everything you want to whiff them, you want to punish them with, misses. So nothing happens. You're not gaining anything, and then all it means is that your opponent eventually runs in and they just do lots of lows and lots of frame traps and whatever, and you lose the match. And even though you can move, even though you've got decent movement, it doesn't mean anything. You didn't put it to use. Yeah, as I said, this is what I'm telling myself at the moment. I'm getting so angry and frustrated with because I know I can move, I can still move decently, but I'm not using it. It's not doing anything for me because I'm doing it over here somewhere, because I'm scared of someone running in and Spartan kicking me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But mhm. Yeah, mhm. Yeah, 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 exactly. And you're gonna lose, and we're gonna lose a lot of matches practicing that because you're in range of your opponent's attacker. You don't know when they're going to attack, so there's going to be tons of times you get launched for it, tons. But as you keep doing it, you just get a feel for reacting to when you see them do something and actually place in the range. Like when I was playing before, like I said about a year and a half ago, when I got to, I say in terms of rank, I was probably about just under Gembu in terms of skill level. I was only Vanquisher in terms of actual rank, but I hadn't been playing rank that much. I've been playing tournaments and people a lot. So I felt, even though it wasn't proved, that my level was about high yellows, high oranges. Um, in that time, one of the main things that when you're facing a character like Hwoa, it's not just knowing, oh, back three is punishable. It's about knowing, where does back three hit. What other options does he have from this range? If I step left, what options does he have to track me apart from his track and move? Do you get what I mean? And it's these type of thought processes what make guys who are like in red ranks face someone like us who aren't terrible at the game. We're not bad at the game, but we can face someone in red ranks and lose all day. Do you know what I mean? Like lose nearly every match all day, and they're not amazing. They're not crazy good, but they have the ability to beat people who don't think like that consistently. You know, that's the difference. It's like once you're comfortable with your movement, with moving inside of someone's range, doing a poke and then doing a step, doing a poke and then backdashing, and knowing that, for example, when you're right up in front of someone and you do down back one, don't just keep backdashing because you're probably going to get hit. Like just do one backdash, take block, backdash again, and then make them with or backdash and then step, and then. But it's like I said, this is all theory stuff for me at the moment. It's about getting to the level where you don't think about it anymore. It just happens. You know it, but it just happens, and that's what's really frustrating for me at the moment. Like I kept saying, I kept doing electric and then doing back 2-1 in the match when I knew the guy was gonna block. I knew it, but just on reaction, I'm doing back 2-1 every time because it's just reaction. But yeah, I mean, look, no, and the thing is, look, it's not like it sounds good, and it's like I said, I'm a teacher by trade, so therefore I think that just the way I naturally think helps me to understand things and makes things seem simple, if you get what I mean, or simpler than they might be otherwise. Um, so not everyone thinks like this, if you get what I mean. Some people do it just for experience, like Clientello, who is way better than I am at the moment. I still think I'm better than him when I'm at my prime, but he's better than me at the moment easily. Um, he doesn't think about this stuff. It just happens. It's just from playing, if you get what I mean. Um, but for me, that's the route where it takes too much time. That's when you're playing every day for hours. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think you need to put that much time in. You just need to be smart with the time that you use. There's a difference between you playing, for example, like the conversation we've had and everything. You know what you like about what we said, and you know what you want to do for yourself when you're playing. So when you're playing next time, you can apply that rather than just playing for 6 hours straight. Do you get what I mean? And then playing for another 6 hours, and then learning it. Do you get what I mean? Or then clocking that. Oh, I want to try and do this. Um, but yeah, man, don't be like, oh yeah, I'm not at all. It's just literally just some people think about the game like that, and there are other players who don't. So like, do you follow like Tekken, like the pro players and stuff, and the tournaments and all that stuff? Do you watch the tournaments like Evo and that? You do? Yeah. So you know Anakin, yeah? Yeah. Anakin is not the type of player that I'm talking about. Like Anakin does not think about the stuff I'm talking about. Like he's not that type of player. He's extremely smart, and he knows the game, but he's not that type. He feels stuff. He knows. He doesn't even really watch streams too much, and he's that good. Whereas Speed Kicks is precisely the type of player I'm talking about. He literally thinks about all this stuff all the time. You know, and Anakin, I would say, is better than Speed Kicks. Not by much, but he's better. I think he's solidly better than him. I kind of clocked it from the way that he moves about and stuff, but he's also spoken about it, like in streams and stuff and whatever. He's also like he's thought processes, but I could kind of tell just because it's a type of player that I am. Just certain decisions he makes, and he used to play Jin, so a lot of the decisions he made, I was like, yeah, I know what you're doing, or I know what you're trying to do, like, and why, and etc. He's of a way higher level than I am, and he has much better understanding, but the thought process is the same. Do you get what I mean? At the end of the day, it's a game. You know, like I said, you have a master's and you're doing your PhD. Like, it's not anything that you can't figure out. It's not that hard. You know, when you see these top players, no, they're not smarter than us. It's just like they play the game and they apply it to the game. That's all. But yeah, like I said, it's probably just figure out what type of player you are first and foremost, and then work off that. Like, I think you're probably, you know, I think that you would benefit from knowing frames and stuff, just because from the few things I've told you just offhandedly, you've picked up a lot of stuff. If you get me, you're like, okay, yeah, okay, cool, and oh, I can punish this power cross move, and etc, etc. So I think your mind just ticks like that as well. Like, it's one of those ones where it's like, yeah, it would help a little bit. But yeah, I've got a friend called Cayman who, for ages, because it was me, a guy called Kaizen, Clienteller, a guy called Cayman, a guy called AJ, and a guy called Guns. We're all from London, apart from Guns, actually, he's from Manchester. We used to play when we were terrible, like really bad, like, you know, Grandmaster level bad. And Cayman, we would all say categorically was the worst, because he just did stuff. He plays Ascar, he just does cans, he just does random grabs. He didn't punish things, he just hop kicks randomly and whatever. He got top 8 in versus fighting last year. That's what I'm trying to say. And he doesn't play any differently. Like, he's gotten a lot better at being the best version of himself. You know, so his fundamentals are a lot better than they used to be. His understanding. Yeah, I could beat him. But his style works on more people, more of the time, and he got really good. You know, like, just because I can beat him doesn't mean I'll beat him all the time. It doesn't mean I'll beat him in a long set. It doesn't mean I'll beat him in a 2 out of 3, and all the time. You know, like, I faced him the other day, and he just bracked me like 5 times calmly. And he does all the same stuff. Like, he still doesn't step a lot of stuff I think he should step. He still doesn't punish a lot of stuff I think he should punish. But he focused on what he likes about the game, what he thinks is good about the game, and maximized it. So his setups are amazing. Like, his Oki setups are insane. Like, you always feel like you're in trouble if you hit the ground. He's really good at breaking down your defense. Like, he will grab you, and he doesn't care if you break it. He'll change grabs, and then he'll throw out cans because he knows you're going to try and hit him low, and then he'll just, like, he's just got a really good understanding of, like, the flow of the game and stuff like that. I'm only saying this to say that, you know, there are different types of players. No particular one style is right. The fact that I like frames and I like to have a lot of knowledge of what's going on doesn't mean it's the best way. It doesn't mean that it's better than a guy who goes on Phil. It's just how I understand the game and what makes me get better, if you get what I mean. So yeah, so I was saying first and foremost, just try it. Like look at frames a little bit, just for your character at first, and then some others. See if it helps. See if it helps your understanding of what's going on when you're playing a match. If it does, great, continue. If it doesn't, just leave it alone. You know, just get it from actually playing. But yeah. Exactly, man. As I was saying, it's just playing with people is the best, man, and actually talking and just helping and just discussing. I think that's the best way. That's why everyone who's good at the game generally has a scene. You know, they always talk about scenes over Atlanta scene, Korean scene, London scene. Like, it's because it's just guys talking and playing the game and having fun. You know, that's the best way to learn and get good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I hear you, man. No problem. No problem. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, if you do come on and you're in practice, even if you're in practice, just add me to a party in it, and like just talk in it, like while you're in practice, just so like what to practice and yeah, just talk about stuff. Oh, yeah, yeah, man. Anytime, definitely. Southeast. So don't know if do you know Southeast at all? No, Bromley's in my circumference. Yeah, it's it's close enough, but it's more like a you know if you know Lewisham, Brockley, um, oh is it? Oh yeah, yeah, Crystal Palace. Yeah, Pens, Crystal Palace, Beckenham, Sydenham. Yeah, that's where I'm from. That whole area. Yeah. No, Croydon College. Croydon College. Yeah, yeah. That's where yeah, southeast. That's where I'm at. Yourself? Oh, Luton. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Up those areas. Yeah, yeah. UCL. What am I talking about? Yeah, UCL. That's where it is. Yeah. I see. Yeah. Yeah. Stuff by Lee and stuff, right? By Lee and stuff, right? Kidbrook, Lee, Elton. Okay. Mhm. Joe Stratford, Kidbrook. Right. Oh. It's not near. It's not so much near me. It's just I thought it was. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was like towards like Lee and Mottingham and stuff like that. Maybe not. Maybe it is out that way. Oh man, you take it easy, man. Definitely. Take it easy, man. Cool, cool. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. What's your name? Jay. Yeah, I said James. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm Kyle. Kyle. Yeah, cool, man. So, yeah, I'll see you online tomorrow if you're on. All right then. Hey, all right, take it easy. Okay, cool. This guy's still online.